It's a little bit later than I am still wearing the same thing, obviously, so you know it's the same day as the last video. This just happened, so kind of fresh. So I kind of want to talk through it. So, first off, ELLE, I'm sorry. Whether you took my comments as a personal attack or as me being naive or ignorant or I don't know you, I don't know what I'm talking, yada yada yada. I apologize if that's how it came off. And by explaining myself, I hope to explain the conundrum that everybody seems to be under when it comes to being spiritual and having this assumption that you can't be a narcissist. So, Elle posted a post, not a video, a post, I believe a couple hours ago. And in it, she details her journey through self-discovery of assuming she's an empath and then coming to this realization. Assuming she's an empath and then coming to this realization. And my comment back was simply, this is no slight against you, but it is a clear example in your own testimony of how somebody can be spiritual and still be a narcissist. That spiritual narcissism is real. Because spiritual narcissism is basically a delusion that somebody has a projection over themselves and over their own life that makes them think that they are far superior to others. Simple, right? It's literally just the description of a narcissist in the context of being spiritual or religious and using that context to delude yourself into thinking you're in a different spot than what you really are. Stuff like that. And through which you can pass judgment on other people. You can literally cause a shit ton of chaos with the best intentions. What's that old saying? The road to hell is paved with the best intentions? It's that. It is that clear as motherfucking day. So, yeah, you can be spiritual and still be a narcissist, people. You can clearly be spiritual and still be a narcissist. And most narcissists hide behind spirituality. Most gurus, most yogis, you'll find them being the biggest hypocrites. Oh, you can't have this, but I'm going to have all of it. Oh, you can't have this, but I'm going to have all of it. Because I'm at a different point. It doesn't affect me the way that it affects you. Does any of this sound fucking familiar, ladies and gentlemen? Does any of this sound fucking familiar? I wonder. So yeah. It was not an attack at you, Elle. Not in the slightest. Okay? I was simply acknowledging something that was already there. Now, whether you want to take that and grow from it is on you. Simple. But in your own account, and it is right there for everyone to see, and like I told you in my reply, I know narcissism on a very intimate level. a very intimate level. Because I was raised by a father figure that was a narcissist, that made everything about himself, that took my accomplishments as his own. And every time he tried to do that, he got shown for the fake that he was. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. The pendulum always swings the other way. You all get caught up on your journey, but you gotta remember, you crescendo at a certain point, and then you come back down. Don't forget that. Don't ever forget that. Because everybody gets caught up in their own self-importance at some point. Everyone. And I am speaking from personal experience. Because it is deadly to know you're that motherfucker. And to embrace the role of being that motherfucker. But you have to balance being that motherfucker. You have to balance it. If you get too lost in it, if you get too lost in the sauce, everybody knows how bad that turns out, don't we? We all kind of know. It's just, it's one of those things. So no, my dear, I'm sorry, but I've grown up with a clear example of narcissism, and he has used religion consistently to hide his evil behavior. So no, my dear, spiritual narcissism is a real thing. I'm not calling you one now, but through your awakening, through that thought process, you can clearly see the narcissist still at play. Now, I'm not calling you one. I'm simply saying at that stage of what you're recounting, you can clearly see the train of thought of narcissistic behavior based around your own personal assumptions of your spirituality. Simple, right? Easy to digest, easy to remember. I think that's all of it, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you again later.